Hi everyone! Welcome back. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. So Natasha Denona has recently launched her newest palette, the Pastel Palette. I have to say I had to totally pick this up because it is so on trend for spring and summer, and today I figured I would give you a full review and show you a few looks that I did with it. Before we get into it, if you enjoyed today's video and videos like this, you can let me know by clicking that like button. And if you have not done so already, I do welcome you to join us here on my channel by clicking that subscribe button and notification bell. Now, without further ado, let's get into today's video. Natasha Denona's Pastel Palette is a springtime-inspired palette with her notorious cream powder mattes, sparkling metallics, and duochromes. This is actually my third Natasha Denona palette, and in my opinion, she has some of the best eyeshadow formulas on the market. They're typically really easy to work with, and her metallics and shimmers are to die for. Now, before we get into the eye looks, let's do some swatches. Okay, so on the first row, we Tule a matte bubblegum pink, then Illusion a duochrome sheer pink peach, then Mint Frost a sparkling metallic icy turquoise, Bora a matte medium lilac, and then Dainty a duochrome pink with golden champagne. On the second row, we're going to start Brisk a pastel mint, then Adriatic, which is a duochrome bright turquoise and gold, Starlet, a coral pink with golden peach, and then Bellini, a pastel peach, and then Bubble, a matte pastel cornflower. On the last row, we're going to start off with Limoncello, which is a metallic icy pastel yellow, Duet, a duochrome lilac teal, Airy, a matte pastel sky blue, and then Zest, matte pastel lime, and finally Feather, pastel lavender pink. And these are all the swatches for the Natasha Denona Pastel Palette. Now for packaging, it's her typical $65 eyeshadow palette format. It's got a matte look rather than the more shiny or metallic look that she typically has with her other palettes, which I know were very hard to keep clean from fingerprints. So I will say I do like this. Of course, I am loving the colors. I think it goes perfectly with the theme of the palette as well as the shades that are in the palette. On the back of it, it has the holes, so if you want to rearrange them, you can do so. And if need be, on the cardboard packaging, it has the shades named along with the ingredients for the shades. Now, I am not one to go into ingredients, so if you are interested in learning about all the ingredients in the eyeshadows, you can find them on her website, which I will have linked in the description box down below. Inside the palette, it has a nice big mirror, which I actually love using. Even if I'm not using her palette, I love using the mirror to do my eye makeup. It makes it super easy to see what you're doing. With the shades boxed in with the pale purple, you can definitely see the shade colors pop. I like that she mixed her textures and not have all the mattes together and all the metallics together and so on. By having it mixed up, I know for me, I'm more likely to use more of the shadows. It is cruelty-free, paraben-free, alcohol-free, preservative-free, mineral oil-free, and UV filter-free. And lastly, it is listed as being made in Italy. Okay, so now that we're done going over the palette, let's see how the palette performs. So I am going to show you 3 different looks that I came up with using the palette. I believe overall between the 3 looks, I did end up using all of the shadows. And I also made sure I did these looks on different days because I really wanted to see how long these eyeshadows would last. So here is my first look. So I primed my eyes with Juvia's Place eyeshadow primer in the shade Light. I then used tape so I can create a sharp winged eye look. The first shadow I applied was Feather on the inner crease, making sure to blend only where I wanted the color. For the outer crease, I did the same thing with Aura. That's when I moved on to the lid, where I started with Airy on the inner corner and just tapped it to about midway. I then applied Duet just to the center of the lid. And for the outer corner, I applied Starlit. I then finished off the rest of my look and ended up applying Airy, Bellini, and Feather on the lower lash line. Now, here is my final first look. So now onto my second look. For that day, I chose to do a simple look. I primed once again with Juvia's Place. I first layered Bellini in the crease till I got the shade that I was looking for. I then tapped Zest all over the lid. Next, with a small flat brush, I applied Limoncello on the inner corner and then brought it up to the crease line between the two shades. To finish off the look, I applied Feather to the lower lash line. Now here is my second final look. For my third look, I decided to use my Glamlight eyeshadow base in white frosting. Using a white base, this is going to help make the shades pop even more. I started off the look by applying Airy on the inner part of the lid. I then tapped Bora on the outer corner and then blended it into the crease. I then took a fluffy brush and blended Feather. After that, I applied Illusion into the inner corner. Then, to finish off the look, I blended Bora on the lower lash line. Now here is my third final look. So now that I have been really playing with this palette and really got to know it, what are my final thoughts? I will have to say this is definitely not disappointing at all. I know I am going to be using this all spring and summer. The formulas were just as amazing and easy to work with as I have experienced with the Glam and Retro palette. My favorite shades, I would have to say, are Illusion, Mint Frost, and I have been really enjoying Airy. The one shade that I think I'm actually going to probably not use as often is the Starlit shade. Though it is a beautiful shade, for me, I think it's out of all the shades, that's the one that kind of doesn't go with the rest of the palette. I mean, I did end up using it and it worked out beautifully in a look. I could tell that it's probably not one that I will typically use with the rest of the palette. Now I'll say, if you enjoy Natasha Denona eyeshadow formulas, or if you're looking for a spring and summer palette, this is going to be your best friend. I am telling you, you will not be disappointed. Now, if you're interested in purchasing Natasha Denona's pastel palette, you can do so through Sephora as well as Natasha Denona's website, which I will have both of the links in the description box down below. Well, that is it for today. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Did any of you guys pick up the pastel palette? If so, what are your thoughts? You loving it as much as I am? You not? Let me know in the comments down below. Do make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video, or if you'd like to see more videos like this. And if you have not done so already, I do welcome you to join us here on my channel by clicking that subscribe button and notification bell. That way you're notified each time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Do feel free to check out more of my videos you see here on the screen. If not, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, bye.